Jazzy, and today I'm going to be talking about 11 types of people who really annoy me, really grind my gears. To be honest, this wasn't really that hard to make because I just looked at myself and thought, I'm annoying, what do I do? Without further ado, here's the list. Number 1, the shoe glue. I know a few people who are guilty of this. You know who I'm talking about. But basically, I get so annoyed when I'm walking with someone and that person just doesn't lift their feet off the ground. And they'll be walking with you or like walking past or something and their feet are just like... Just like, you just want to tell them to like, just dude, lift your feet off the ground. Why? So you go on Snapchat and you're looking at people's stories and most people just kind of skip past them, like who actually looks at people's stories? I'm quite OCD about this kind of stuff. Like I kind of tend to have to click on every single story and make them go away to be satisfied, okay? But there's this one person or two people who always tend to make the longest Snapchat stories, and I have been guilty of this once or twice, but there's some people who do it every single day. They make Snapchat stories that are longer than a movie. Dude, I did not go on Snapchat to watch a movie of you and your cats. Or sometimes, okay, I'll stop and look at the Snapchat and be like, oh, that's kind of fun, that looks interesting, so I'd actually watch it every now and then. But then that odd person who just posts such pointless stuff, like no one cares. Sorry, just stop. Alright, this third person, oh my god, this third person. This tends to be more often like adults rather than children, but basically these people don't really know what personal space is. They're like half a ruler away from you trying to speak to you. You're like, dude, stop, get away. If I can smell your breath, you're way too close, okay? That's bad, I don't want that, no thanks. I can hear you. You don't need to go that close. I can hear you. Alright, I think everybody experiences this, and I do it quite often actually, so I'm really guilty of doing this. But when someone just doesn't reply on Facebook or Messenger when they're clearly active, and when they message you first and you answer and then they just go offline, or like they just stop talking, they don't respond, it's the most annoying thing ever because you're like, dude, where did you go? Did you die? I really understand if you're busy or something, or like you just had to go and like do something real quick, or at least tell me that you're gonna be right back. Like it literally takes 2 seconds to write BRB. Real quick, you don't even have to explain it, just say I'm busy and then go. But if you just leave all of a sudden and just not talk to me until like the next day or something, that is the most annoying thing ever, and I am so guilty of doing all of this, by the way. Alright, another thing that really annoys me is when someone comments on what I'm eating. Dude, stop. If I want to eat 20 McNuggets, I can, okay? If I want to eat 2 burgers, I can, okay? See, if I go to the shop and put like 5 pieces of chocolate on the counter, you cannot say anything about it, okay? I'll tell you a story. Once I was at a school cafeteria and I was getting a really big meal for once because I was really hungry, okay? The lunch lady had the cheek to say, oh, you must be just so hungry. And I was like, stop. When someone's like, oh, you know that's really bad for you, right? I do know that, but I'm gonna eat it anyways. On the same topic of eating, right? I really hate those loud chewers. Girl, did your mama never teach you some manners? Eat with your mouth closed. Oh my god. Just stop being a loud chewer. It's the most annoying thing in the world. Like you're sitting there and all you can hear is someone going like, why? Why? Close your mouth. I don't want to see what you're eating. I really don't. The thing is, some people are just really loud eaters anyways, and like when they close their mouth, you can still hear them chew. It's so annoying. Okay, this happens to me a lot. Like I don't know if it happens to any of you guys, but because of my accent, because of the way I act sometimes, a lot of people tend to imitate me, and it gets really, really annoying when you just keep doing it. Like you just... Like I've had complete strangers go past me on the streets and imitate my voice, like because I sound American or Australian or English. I'll admit it is funny sometimes, yeah, but if you just do it all the time, it just gets so bad. Okay, this. Number 8 or something? I don't know. I'm so guilty for this as well. Like this is what I do all the time. I'm a very stubborn person and I always have to be right. Basically, you say a fact, right? And the other person goes, no, that's wrong. They're not even like open to the fact that you might be right. They like just try to correct you even though they are wrong. Like you are so certain. Like I'm really, really stubborn and I like to think I'm right all the time, but when I am wrong, at least I admit it, okay? most of the time I will admit that I'm wrong and say sorry or like apologize for something. But those kind of people who always have to try and prove that they're right somehow, even though they are completely wrong, they just never stop in an argument. Like they will just keep going, even if they've realized that they're wrong, they still want to be right. Why? You know I'm right. Stop it. Alright, so this is something that I don't think is necessarily really annoying, but I know that other people think it's annoying because I do it a lot. Basically, someone who is like always late. They say that they're on their way, but they're actually not. I tend to come by fashionably late. Because I'm a really big procrastinator, I tend to like get distracted so easily by random things. This one I know I do a lot as well because I'm quite a loud person, as you can tell. When people talk over you, and it's so annoying. Basically, you're trying to talk, you're getting into like a little conversation, but it's something usually really interesting and you just want to keep talking about it because like, you know, blabbing on and then the other person comes in and starts talking over you as if their thing is more important than yours. Like, excuse me, sit down and wait your turn. The person who always talks over you always has something more interesting to say, so the like subject kind of like changes and you can't even get back to what you were talking about. It was just so annoying. Last but not least, this one really annoys me so much. This is just, like the You're hanging out with someone and you're trying to decide what to do. This just so annoying. You're trying to decide what to do and you're like, well, what do you want to do? And the person goes, I don't mind. I asked you what you want to do. I asked you what you wanted to eat. I asked you what you wanted to watch. But you always respond with, I don't mind. I don't care. No, it is not up to me. I asked you, okay? And I expect an answer, okay? If I ask you what you want to eat and you're like, I don't mind anything, and I bring you a salad, okay, you cannot complain. You cannot say, I didn't want that, because you never said what you wanted. I always have to be the person who decides and plans everything because everyone just could not make up their mind on what they want to do. It is the most frustrating thing in the world. Like, don't just say, I don't mind. Like, you do mind, okay? If I suggest something, you're just gonna be like, no. Anyways, that was it for today. That was 11 annoying things I just genuinely hate when people do. I am quite a hypocrite, I know that, okay? I'm talking about all these annoying things and I do them myself, that's fair enough. Don't take any of what I say seriously because most of the time I'm not actually that bothered. But only if you don't do it that often. Like if you do it all the time, then I'm gonna get bothered. Anyways, this was all some lighthearted, fun rantiness. I wanted to rant about something just because I thought it would be a fun thing to talk about, I guess. If you like this video and you think you could relate to it quite a lot, give me a massive thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching this. I'd also like to see what you guys bear through every day and what you guys think is annoying. So comment down below what you think is annoying and what you could relate to the most in this video. And bye.